warm welcome to another Betfred Sports video right here in the Quest Media Network studio. Now, there's only one place to start today, and that's with tonight's fixture in the World Cup between the USA and England. Peter, of course, England will be hoping to build on that 6-2 victory over Iran earlier this weekend. Going into this game, they are the favourites.
Well, yeah, they're massive favourites as well. The 1-2 England to get all 3 points against the USA. USA 6-1, a draw 10-3. Now we've got Harry Kane to score the first goal. So Betfred have got Harry Kane to score the first goal at 3-1. Now he's been not on in the goals so far, despite him scoring 6. That was quite extraordinary. He didn't put on the score sheet, but he is such a key player, so creative nowadays. He's clearly England's star man, whether he scores or not.
Yeah.
He's 3-1 to get on the score sheet first tonight. Now Callum Wilson, that's an interesting one, because if Harry Kane should break down early on with his foot or ankle injury, whichever way you want to put it, Callum Wilson could come straight into the fray, and he's not going to let anybody down. He's 4-1 to score the first goal. Now Marcus Rashford, he's been fantastic form for United of late, and he's transferred that to England as well. It really does look the main man now. And thank heavens United didn't sell him to Barcelona, which they could have done not so long ago. Marcus Rashford is now 5-1 to score the first goal for England. Betfred have Saka at 6-1, and Raheem Sterling, who again he's found better form with England than he ever did with City and certainly Chelsea. He's 6-1 to score the first goal. I mean, he's got a cracking goal against the Iranians in the first group game. So on the scoreline bets, now remember we had Rohan Singh earlier this week. He picked careful. He was one of the few in the whole country who thought England would win 6-2. Well, he's going for 4-1 an England victory, which is a 20-1 shot. But England to win 1-0, which is fairly common, that's 11-2. A draw, 7-1. England 2-1, 15-2, and England 3-1 is 12-1 with Betfred. For winning the World Cup outright, well, Brazil remain the favourites. They're 5-2, had a great victory against Serbia with that wonder goal last night. They're 5-2 to go win the World Cup outright. England been chopped right in along with Spain at 13-2, so 2 joint second favourites there. France, they've drifted slightly, but it's a surprise there. They're 7-1. Argentina, well, they're out now to 8-1 from second favourites. Portugal, 12-1, not particularly impressive. Netherlands, 14-1. Belgium, 20-1. And the Germans, who were beaten by Japan, they're out to 25-1 to win the World Cup outright.
Excellent stuff. Well, it's been a great start to the World Cup. There's been plenty of shocking results, and of course the big one tonight for us is England taking on the USA. And if you fancy England to cruise to a 4-1 victory, that is now priced with Betfred at 20-1. But even though the World Cup's taking place, there's still loads of non-league action taking place this weekend. So in the National League North, we've got Curzon Ashton taking on AFC Telford United. In the NPL Premier Division, Hyde United travel to Marine. After United make the journey to Lancaster City, and Stalybridge Celtic host Warrington Rylands. In the NPL West, Glossop North End are also on the road. They make the trip to Clitheroe, and Mosley host City of Liverpool. Well, as always, big winners at Betfred, and this week's no different because Hunter from North Yorkshire has scooped £50,000 from a £5 bet. Peter, tell us a bit more about this.
Yeah, well, this guy is 76 years of age. He's a driller in the oil industry. He's worked in the North Sea, Australia, Africa, Indonesia. He's been all over the world. So I tracked him down, had a word with him. As you say, he bet £5 on the 49's numbers game, and he's won £50,000 with Betfred. He picked the numbers 8, 12, 24 and 46. He said there's nothing significant about them, although I worked it out that 2 12s are 24 and then 2 24s are 46, so maybe something into that. Anyway, I quizzed him and he's been telling me how he's going to spend his money. He's off to, he's planning to go to New Zealand, where he made a lot of friends there, and he says the New Zealand people are very, very friendly, and he's thinking of going at Christmas to go to New Zealand. Be a bit warmer perhaps for a 76-year-old. And then he's also always wanted to go to Japan. He said, I've been all over the world, but I've never been to Japan. He says, and life's too short. Well, he's packing that in and he's going to go to Japan. So that'll be fantastic for him. That he's going to spend his money wisely. He's a widower. And he's been a Betfred customer for 2 or 3 years.
Excellent stuff. Well, it could be you. That's a £50,000 return from a £5 bet, but you have to be in it to win it. Well, we're going to move into I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here now, because the event is coming towards its end now. Chris Moyles, the latest to leave the jungle. Peter, what are the odds looking like now?
Well, Jill Scott's back as favourite now. She's 4-9 to go and win it. Owen Warner, he's 9-2. Mike Tyndall 6-1, and then we've got Matt Hancock. He's now 8-1 to go and win it. Sean Welsh, he's the outsider. He's 66-1.
Excellent stuff. Well, just to recap, we've got the big one coming up this evening. It's England taking on the USA, and as we mentioned earlier on, if you fancy England to cruise to a 4-1 victory, they are now priced with Betfred at 20-1. But for all the latest markets, you can head to betfred.com, or alternatively, you can head into the Betfred shops, which are currently open.